Good morning, everybody. I have a new tool I'm going to show you. And also going to introduce a new series I'm going to start probably next week. I've been going to do it. I've been so busy with my knives and all that, and I'll be hopefully caught up on those by the end of the weekend. This is, well, first of all, I wanted a ultrasonic cleaner for the new series. Ricky Jr. has one over in his shop, little small one. And I went over and looked at it, kept looking at it. And all I can tell is all it does is vibrate. I put the cleaner in there, turn it on, it vibrates. So, just so happened a couple weeks back, Mama cleaned out one of the closets or something in the house. Put a bunch of stuff on the back porch, said throw this away. All this junk. This was in there. Now she used to use this to soak her feet. It is a foot massager. Home medics, I think is what it's supposed to say, or what they mean. Now this thing, in my opinion, is an ultrasonic cleaner. I've already tested it, so I know it works. Alright, it will heat the liquid that's in there, but it's really cold right now, so what I would do when it's cold like this is put some warm water in there. Now this is just a degreaser cleaner, a Zep cleaner, which get in the gallon jugs up at Lowe's, and it's super concentrated, so a couple of ounces makes a gallon, and that's what this is right here. Now all we do, turn it on, and if it runs long enough it will heat. And there is my new ultrasonic cleaner. Now over here, massage heat infrared. I think the infrared, all that's for is to put your foot on top of maybe. And this thing here, so I don't see the point in using that. Now all these pliers and this one little C-clamp I've had in there for a few hours, a couple days back, and we're going to restore all these pliers and a whole bunch of tools coming up. That is going to be the new series, and I'm going to call it Tools for the Homesteader. Now I'm going to feature some tools that I think all homesteaders or homeowners, anybody, everybody needs hand tools. Power tools are great. What if you have no power? Got a lot of alternatives before that. Now I have lots and lots of hand tools. Some of them are very old. Some of them were given to me by my father-in-law when he cleaned out his shop years ago. A few I've had for years. I have a very precious few of my grandfather's hand tools. And I have a lot that have been sent to me by supporters of the channels, good friends of mine, and here and there. Now you can get all these kind of things that I'm going to show over the series. You can get good quality old USA tools and clean them up, restore them, whatever you want to call it. You can get them for a little bit of nothing at yard sales, flea markets, even online sometimes, the eBays and all that kind of stuff. But that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna pick out tools that I think everybody should have, because face it, guys, what has happened in the past year and what I fear is going to happen this year, most people I know, including me, we don't have money to call a repairman to come fix something around the house every time it breaks. Now I can honestly say, except for 1996 when we had the tornado came through here and we lost everything we had. We had the new house, well, the one we got now, set up. We had people come out and set it up for us. That was all in the deal of buying the thing. But since then, I've never, even before then, I'd never in my life called an electrician, a plumber, a carpenter, anything like that. And for the most part, not even a mechanic. I've always worked on my own vehicles as much as I can. Now, sometimes I'd have got advice from friends that know that kind of thing and do that kind of work. A little bit of help, a little bit of advice. You know, this is how you do this. And that's all part of being self-sufficient and not having to pay somebody else. And many times getting ripped off by repairmen. Not all of them. There's a lot of good, honest repairmen out there. But there's just as many that will rip you off if you don't know what they're, don't know what they're talking about. So this is only one tool. I've got a couple more I'm going to build. I've already built a prototype of one, which we'll see in another video. Didn't work out exactly like I wanted, but I'm going to make some improvements to it. Pardon me, I'm wiping I got a runny nose. But that's going to be the purpose of the series. To take some of these old tools, show you what they are. Believe it or not, some people do not know how to work a set of pliers or a adjustable wrench. Some people don't know the difference in standard sizes, SAEs, and metrics. Now, not making fun of those people, just because things are not taught anymore as much as they used to be when I was growing up. So we had, back in my day, we had shop class in school. All this, driver's education, how to change a tire, how to check oil. All this stuff is not being taught anymore. Unless us old codgers, grandpas, pawpaws, whatever, grandmothers, teach these kids. So even adults, a lot of young adults don't know how to do anything. So that's why I want to do the series, not to make fun of people who don't know how to do something. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. Where you mess up is not trying to learn. So I'm going to try to teach and explain some of that kind of thing over the next several months. Because we had some traveling we had planned that we was going to do this year, me and Mama, but we're just going to stay around here. Do what we do. I'll fish when I can. YouTube is really cracking down on the fishing type channels nowadays. Whether they will admit it or not, some of them will. Some of them are doing videos about it. Some activists somewhere are in the snowflake world are complaining about guys catching fish, cleaning fish, eating fish. Y'all know how it goes. So we're going to do something that I think will be useful. Be useful for me too, because I need these tools cleaned up in my toolbox. And I have plenty. I can pass around to my sons, to my boys, all four of them. Well, two are mine and two are in-laws, and those are mine too. So they all have tools. They have some tools, and some of them have some of my tools. I won't call him out by name, but Joseph. Anyway, just wanted to show y'all my new ultrasonic cleaner. I think it's cool. There we go. All right, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. I hope y'all enjoy what's going to be coming up. And I do have a few knives to finish up today and tomorrow, and then we will get started on some of this tooling. And with that, before I freeze to death, I'm going to light this heater. And I do have a little bit of video when I put the heater back in, because I took it out over the summer. And I had to rearrange and make room to put it. The shop has not grown overnight like I wished it would. I wished it would get about 10 feet wider and 20 feet longer is what I wish. But we'll work on making the shop bigger later on. One day, maybe, hopefully. If not, we'll do with what we have. So, once again, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. Like, subscribe, share the video. And I will see y'all in a couple days. Alrighty, heater is up and running. Spent a little bit of time cleaning it up good. I've checked everything for leaks, everything's good. And it will warm again this year. Now, I'm just burning it off a little bit, get the dust out that I didn't blow out with the air hose. And don't really need it now. But the next few mornings, according to the news, they say we're going to need it. So there we go. Pretty blue flame, all up and running. And yes, that is propane. And no, these old heaters will not blow up if they are hooked up properly and taken care of properly. What in the world's going on with the camera? There we go. I'm bending down holding it. There we go. We have heat.